Hello everyone. So now we'll start seeing how we can create approval flows. So what I will do, I will create a new flow. Again, I will select the instant flow, and this time I will give my flow name as approval, and let me manually trigger the flow, and I will hit on create button. So usually if you are working for an organization, and so you will have a manager, right, for which you will need to approve your leaves. So let us assume we have a text. We'll say, so we'll say uh, like something like description. Please enter your description for leave. Okay, so what I'm going to do, I will click on this create, and I will search for create an approval. I will go to standard approvals, and here I will say create an approval. So I will use a connector here. Alright, so here we have certain types like either approve, reject, or custom, all this. So I'll be using this one. So there's a small difference between this one. Like if you are going to have more than one approval, so you are going to select this one, and if everyone needs to approve, then you can select this. Else you can say, like, let's say you'll have 2 to 3 managers, either it will be a project or like something like this. So here I will say leave needed. Okay, and here you can assign the email address to whom you want to assign this request. So now you will need more than one user here. So what I mean by that, you will need an email address of that person to whom you want to send an approval request. So if you don't have a vacant user, you can create a user for yourself. So you simply click here, you go to admin. So this will open this admin.cloud. Here you have an option to create to add a new user. So simply add the new user. So you can simply give like something like this name. Let's say like you can give any name, and then you can click on this automatically create a password, and then even you can select this like require the user to change their password, and you can assign this Power App developer license. You can go next, and then you can go next. So I've already created a user with this name like f name first name and with a domain name. So I'm going to copy this user, and I will simply assign my request to this user. Alright, and here I will say please approve, something like this, and then you can add your description here like please approve, and then let's say you can add description here. Alright, so once this is done, here you see an approval will be created, right? So once your approval will be created, then you will then you will wait, right? So you have an action called wait for an approval. Okay, and when you click here, you see you need approval ID. So you can give approval ID from create an approval action. So you search here and you simply search for approval ID. You see here from create an approval you are getting approval ID. Alright, so then let me add a compose at the end. Let me say compose, and I will say I need the response summary. Okay, so I will save this. Okay, so let me test this flow. Now to test this flow, I will need to click on manual. I will click on this test button. I will say continue. Okay, and I will say hey, I am going on like vacation. Okay, and then you will run the flow, and let me click on done. So here what will happen, an approval will be created for your flow. Okay, so you see approval is created. Okay, and here you have leave needed, please approve, I am going on vacation from here, and this is assigned to this particular user. All right, and here we have everything, and even if the user want to respond, let me copy this, copy, and I will paste this. Yes, here if you see currently I am logged in uh, with this like the new user that I have created, and here you see, so the request is received to this user, so he can go here, either he can approve, reject, or assign. So if you'll open this, okay, here even you could select your responses that you are going to approve. You can say please, yeah, enjoy your time, and then you can hit on this confirm button. Now as soon as that is done, okay, and you come back, and yeah, this was the one that we have created, and if you'll go to approval, you see our flow is now completed. So why it is completed? Because the approval is done. So by the time the approval was not done, see, if you see here, it have waited for 1 minute 49 seconds, because we take around 2 minutes to complete our action. So, and in the compose you can get everything like approval, see, first name, response. Let me click on this raw output. Okay, so here you will get everything, every information. Okay, the complete response. And even when you click here and you go to, may go to raw outputs here, so you can get a bunch of information like 1 second here, see, the request date, expiration date, name, approval, like everything is here, like whether, see, what was the outcome, it was approved, title, details, so everything is available here. And even when you go to approvals here, and you can see that 1 second, I'm with wrong user. Let me log into my actual user, this one. Let me refresh this. Alright, sorry, this is for approval, so excuse me for that. So let me again go back to my flow and let me go to edit, and let's try to understand it one more time. So usually whenever you want to take in time off for something, you will create an approval. So what all is needed, you will need to assign. If in case you have multiple approvers, you can put semicolon and add. Here you have added description like the approval type, and then you have waited for approval, because um, a manager can really approve your request for within 1 day. It may take a week as well. So then at the end we have just added compose to get the summary. So this was the basic and short introduction or video about how we can create approval. So thank you for watching this video.